What's up, y'all? Welcome to another review by Ryan. A happy Friday. I hope you all have had a wonderful week. It's here. The hour-long finale is here. Kaguya-sama Love is War Ultra Romantic officially comes to an end today. And what a season it has been. I have been just blown by the production quality of this third season. And note, every season has been high from a production quality standpoint, but the stakes have never been higher. We are going into this finale with two major things to conclude. The Ishigami Tsubame confession, and above all, the big announcement that Miyuki just dropped on Kaguya, that he has accepted an offer from Stanford and will be leaving at the end of this student council season. I don't think there has been tension that's been quite as high in this show as there is right now. The bar has been set, the story has been set, everything has been put into motion. And now all there is to press play and see what's going to become of the stories of all these great characters, as depending on decisions that are made here could very well make or break the relationship of every single person in this group. So I've had a week to think about this episode. I really have. I've had a week to anticipate it. I just actually came off of doing my Data Live season finale reaction, and what a treat that was. Again, the spring season has been nothing short of just masterful presentations by so many different shows. And now we're here. So, I had a great thing that I was going to talk about, and honestly, I think that I've just been so excited for this episode that I just want to jump into the episode. So you guys have, if you've listened to my other reactions, you know how I feel about this season, and you know what my 10 out of 10 rating rides on. So we will see what plays out in this episode. I do want you all to know that even though it is an hour block, that it's actually going to be 50 minutes total, 25 minutes each episode. They actually released the two episodes separately. So in this, we have 5 titles. In the episode 12, the title is Kaguya Wants to Confess Part 2, Kaguya Wants to Confess Part 3, Dual Confessions Part 1, and in episode 13, Dual Confessions Part 2, and the Shuchiin Afterparty. So 5 titles total, 2 episodes, 50 minutes. How I'm going to do this: first, I am going to do what I normally do, which is I'm going to talk about how the week ratings were. That's going to be its own part that's going to be coming up after this. Please pay attention to the timestamps in the description of the video. If you do not want to listen to the ratings, then you can just press the time skip to whichever episode you want. I will be recording both of these episodes back to back, but I'm going to stop the video and restart to a new one because this is the longest reaction video I will have made to date, and I don't want my phone to accidentally delete the video. So I'm going to stop after episode 12. You won't know the difference because we'll kick right back in on episode 13, and then I'll talk about my opinions of both episodes and the entire finale at the end. So I'm so looking forward to this episode. I cannot wait. All right, with that said, we're going to go ahead, and before we start the reaction, we're going to talk about how the shows did this past week. As always, I'm going to start with Anime Corner, and a big thank you to all the respondents to Anime Corner. We had almost 11,000 respondents in the week 12 ratings, which just came out today, a few hours ago. In the number 1 spot, Data Live took back a commanding lead over all other shows, with 12% of the respondents voting that Data Live Season 4 had the best episode last week. As you guys know, we got Kurumi's past in the last episode, not the episode that just came out today, but the last episode, the episode today. I don't know what's going to happen with the rating now because that was just great. But Data Live has consistently delivered. It's delivered every episode, every week. and it absolutely has the right to be in this top 10 list and has definitely earned its top spots when it gets it. In number 2, we saw Kaguya-sama Love is War return to the number 2 spot with 10.3% of the votes, and obviously today's episode, I don't know what's going to happen, but we're going to see. Kaguya has done nothing short of deliver a masterful season, and now they have done a perfect lead up into what I expect to be a very emotional, a very dynamic, a very passionate final episode, or last 2 episodes. So we'll definitely see how Kaguya does at the end of this season finale when the ratings next week come out. Tomodachi Game ended this week officially. It ended on Wednesday, and Tomodachi Game they did a great job. I wasn't the biggest fan of how they did the finale, but it did make sense to a point that I wasn't overly critical on the finale. So I think that Tomodachi Game continued to deliver each and every single week. Every episode had me on the edge of my seat. While some episodes might have been a lot quieter and a lot less with activity than others, the ending package, the ending episode was amazing, and I really loved it, and I really do hope that Tomodachi will get a second season. He'll get a second season sooner than later. So great job to the studio that put that together. In number 4, we have Spy X Family that went up 1 spot back to 6.84% of the votes. Again, Spy X Family, I've said how I felt about it. It's definitely been one of the best shows of this season, and in my case has been the best show of the season, but it had a lot of heavy competitors. And I'm going to have some time to think and say if I still feel that it was the number 1 show or if another show might have potentially taken the spot, which I'll talk about when I release my video of my actual top 10 of the season. At number 5, The Executioner and Her Way of Life has apparently blown back up into the top 10. Yet again, the show continues to just do random blow-ups, and here it is again, up 12 spots to the number 5. It was a show that I was not watching, so I cannot state how I feel about it, but you guys loved it and felt it was worthy of the 5th spot. I do not believe the Rising of the Shield Hero should be in this list at all. I don't. It was not a top 10 show this season. Period. But you have all said in its final finale, well, final episode, fake real finale in episode 12. We'll get one more episode next week. Apparently you all believe that it is the number 6 top show. I don't even think it's the top 15. That's how frustrated I am right now. But if you want to hear more about why I feel that way, please go watch my episode 12 reaction to Rising of the Shield Hero, which is now available on my page. In number 7, Summertime Rendering has officially concluded, I believe. And again, it has continued to receive amazing ratings on Now and everywhere else. And it is a show that I promised y'all I was going to have watched by this time. I did not get to watch it by the time of this reaction, but I promise you guys I will watch the show at some point in time during the summer. But you guys loved it, and it's continued to rank consecutively in the top 10. Number 8, I'm Quitting Heroing. I did not watch that show either, but it went up 5 spots from number 13 to number 8. So great stuff there. You guys loved it. We did see the conclusion of Aharen is Indecipherable this week, which is in number 9. And while I wasn't the biggest fan of the side characters of this show, I definitely think that Raido and Reina, that they were such great characters and had such a great dynamic with each other that they really did catapult the show into being a top 10 contender. I don't know if the show's really a top 10 for me, but I did rank it relatively favorably. I gave it a 7.5 out of 10, and giving it a lot of respect for the fact that they were a really wholesome couple to follow. And then in number 10, Love After World Domination. I think the last episode has come out for that, but if it has, I have not seen it yet, so I'm looking forward to seeing the last episode. This was definitely one of the sleeper shows. And as a reminder, you do not see your boy Kong Ming in these ratings because your boy Kong Ming has ended. It actually ended in the last week's Anime Corner reactions, and as of such, it is no longer being rated because there's nothing to rate anymore. So for those of you wanting to see how that's going to stack up, I would say wait until the season reaction, the season ratings come in. Because like I said, all these week by week ratings won't even mean anything once the actual season ratings come in. So a big thank you again to all of those who voted in the Anime Corner reactions. And as I promised, I'm also going to compare the anime trends reactions. So a big thank you to everyone who voted in anime trending. Now this one ended on June the 19th. So remember, there is a big difference. That was on a Sunday, and these reactions that I just showed you on Corner came today. So what I'm about to show you now does not include any episodes that came out from Sunday and after. And in these ratings, Summertime Rendering took the top spot. Second week at number 1. Kaguya-sama, third week at number 2. Data Live went up 2 spots to the number 3 spot. Tomodachi Game went down 1 spot to the number 4. Spy X Family went down 1 spot to the number 5. Again, your boy Kong Ming was fresh off the press at that time, so it obviously received a rating. So it went up 1 spot to number 6. Aharen-san went up 2 spots to number 7. Aishi, which has not been in the ratings of Anime Corner whatsoever. Apparently no one on Anime Corner is even watching the show. Crazy stuff there. I mean, I haven't either, but again, that might be part of the issue there. That show went up 2 spots to number 8. Love After World Domination re-entered the top 10. Coming in at number 9, and Comey Can't Communicate went down 2 spots to number 10, and I'm interested to see where Comey Can't Communicate is going to land at, because its season did also just end this past Thursday. Also, as a reminder, there will be no more week ratings, I believe, for Anime Corner. It says at the bottom, final Anime of the Week polls will open June 26th. So, correction. The final week ratings will be next week, and then after that, it will be the season ratings for how people felt collectively. So these are your ratings. I hope your show made the top 10. If your show didn't make the top 10, I do hope you enjoyed whatever your respectable show was this week. All right, and now that we've wrapped up the ratings, we've done a lot of talking, we've done a lot of preparation, we've had time to sit here for a week and think about what's going to happen. It is time for the season finale, episodes 11 and 12, which aired back-to-back, the hour-long block of Kaguya-sama Love is War, Ultra Romantic. And again, we are starting with the first part of the 2-part season finale, episode 12, titled Kaguya Wants to Confess Part 2, Kaguya Wants to Confess Part 3, Dual Confessions Part 1, and it looks like we are kicking right in on the announcement that Miyuki is going to Stanford. So let's get the episode up. Let me get my headphones on, and let's get this started. Had to take a breath there. All right, we are starting this in 3, 2, 1. Oh, she is crushed. Oh, Kaguya is crushed. Oh, she is crushed. Oh, she is crushed. Yo, what is Kaguya gonna do? Like, y'all war doesn't mean anything now. Y'all got to say something now. The war is completely canceled. Honestly, at this point, we need to throw all that out the window. The war is over. But your boy about to leave. He's about to leave. Oh. Bro, that girl is sad. Oh. Oh, I don't do it. Yo. She is. I mean, even she understands this is big, yeah. It's not. You have to take an action now. Because y'all have wasted way too much time with this silly game between you two. Yes, she do. Cause she been watching out for you too long with your childish ways. Because this is Kaguya, her damn move. Yeah, you really need to come up with this yourself, though, for real. Yeah, like she can't do that for you at the end of the day. And you gotta do it now, Kage. You can't keep. The 5 W's and 1 H. I mean, really, we're out of filler mode now. I agree. We have to be on the real stuff now. You just gotta be natural. Just be you, Kaguya. It's gonna be fun. entertaining. Oh man. And and because of how long y'all two have been playing this game with each other, it definitely is gonna have to be special, or it could just be kept straightforward and simple. Look at her coming through. You know, everybody joked about the fact that she was gonna try to take him from Kaguya, but she would not do something like that. She's a troll for sure, but my best girl would never do something like that. She's always been supportive of Kaguya at the end of the day, even if no one else was. I hope, because that's not. Again, this man Shigami cares about a lot more things than people would think. The man's a real wholesome guy. That's why I've always been behind him. Okay. My heart is racing right now. He never realized. Slightly. Oh. He's confused. He really never realized that he did an accidental confession. But you know, at least she's trying, and she does seem to be very considerate of his feelings, so. Yes, because you. Why should I look like my. Yeah, she's. I swear, her jump looked like Yuffie from Final Fantasy VII. But alright, I guess that's been handled for now. For now. You just realized! Oh, you just realized! Oh, he really didn't know! Ishigami never change! Never change, I swear, never change. Never change, my dude! Never change! Oh, man. I'm so proud of you just for that. You're not gonna hate him. The Phantom Thief? Hey! And Chica is here to crack the case. My man. My man. And I'm sure that's how a relationship with him would be. So this is just preparing you. confessions. Is that right? Leave it to her. Lord, she said keyhole, so we're about to have Kingdom Hearts now. We're going to unlock stuff. We're looking for Phantom Thieves. I swear. Mm-hmm. Dang! Please don't. Y'all ain't nothing. Yep. Yes, you should. Wow. My man literally set up a whole search thing when really it's just a game between them two, which is how it's always been. She has to handle this on her own. Uh, Dang. She's come a long way, that's for sure. I mean, she has no choice now, though. She kind of got her hand forced. Bruh. Bruh, read. Read. That's what I'm saying. This legend. So everyone's burning out. Hey, let's go! Let's go! All right. Whew. And so everything leads up to this. Man, I love these references they begin between a family. I'm gonna have to go play Persona after I'm done with my reaction. Shoot. Man, it is going to be so sweet once they finally get this confession out of the way with each other. I swear. All right, so that was episode 12, the first part of the two-part season finale. And I guess we have handled the Ishigami Tsubame thing, which now appears to have just been a collection of misunderstandings, primarily on Ishigami's side. He never realized he confessed. So, yeah, but I'll talk more about how I feel about how that went and the rest of this episode again after episode 13. So this is where we'll stop this part for just a moment and it'll kick back in and we will be reacting to the 13th episode and the final part of this two-part season finale. Catch you in a moment. All right, guys, and we're back. I hope you enjoyed that first part of our two-part finale. We are now moving on to episode 13, Dual Confessions Part 2 and the Shuchiin Afterparty. The matter with Ishigami and Tsubame has been resolved for now, which it is on hold. But I do like the way that it was done. I think it kind of, showed great consideration to the feelings of Ishigami, even though he didn't even realize he confessed. But I am going to talk more about that at the end of this reaction and once we wrapped up the finale. So everything is in motion now. They are now at the tower overseeing all of the academy. And will a confession happen which will dictate my rating? Let's find out. So we're going to kick into episode 13 and the final episode. In 3, 2, 1. Actually, I'm restarting that countdown. In 3, 2, 1. I will say, I definitely like Tsubame a whole lot better than I did in previous seasons. I never even really paid a lot of attention to her, but she's taken such a forefront in this episode. I might have to rank her up there with my girls, with my favorite girls now. All right. Let's get it. Oh, this episode, I just said it had been resolved. It says dual confessions. Never mind. Disregard. This is a dual confession episode. So no, it has not been handled. Yes, we agree. Please. Oh, come on, y'all. Come on. Say it! Say it! It doesn't matter. Just say it. But we all have some level of hate in our heart, so it's alright. Then say that. Then say that, Kaguya. Say that. Say it. Please say it. The boat. Oh. Yes! Come on! Come on! He worked so hard for that. Yo! This is true. You put some work into this. Thought about his man too. Look at that legend. All right, Kaguya, how do you respond? I mean that. Come on. With all this effort he took, come on. Come on. Of course someone would figure it out. Oh, and looking out. No, this man did so much. Oh, and that was his way without actually. Now you slide dog. Screw that man. Don't nobody care about that man. Well, she had kind of already decided. I mean, y'all both had already decided. Yeah. Or else removing all obstacles. What does that mean? Aww. Jeez, she looked like she was ready to. Of course she is. And you should be too. Oh. Oh. You and this giving people hearts, Ishigami. You getting And then I see them interact, and I just don't know. He even recorded. Yo. So that she could still see it. Bruh, girl Chica, you are way off the mark now. Wait! Did she? Come on! Just give me the image! I just need the... Yes! Come on! Read a whole gospel! I'm just gonna say they did it. I'm just gonna say they kissed. I'm just gonna say it. I'm just gonna declare it. I don't care if I'm wrong. Yo. Yes! 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 Thank you! Thank you! Thank you! Finally! I'm so proud of y'all. That was so one. Yo! She did it. Oh. I mean, yeah, it does. Like, she is in bliss. Kanye, I'm so done with you. You are literally on a cloud right now. Wait. 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 Guys, I missed the most important part. What? Did she not kiss? I missed the most important part. I will rewatch this and then before I do my post reaction. Oh man. What an episode. Unfortunately, now I think I miss. I think I. Wait. Okay. I'll just rewatch it before I start the final reaction to see what it was that she said. That one sentence I missed. Did it? Was it not a real kiss at all? Oh man. Yo, my face. I just. This episode was so much. All right, there's another minute. uh, yes! Well, guys, well, guys, well, guys. Wow, 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 wow. What can I say? Okay, so so first off, I did have to go rewatch what I and Kaguya were talking about. I mean, I think that I was literally in bliss with what had just happened. I completely did not realize how Kaguya was describing her kiss, with what she did with her tongue or whatever, whatnot. But we're gonna say it was a kiss. So it's just it was crazy how it went. But we got it, guys, and we got a confession that was that was literally the only way that these two dorks could actually confess to each other, because they couldn't actually say the words to each other. She couldn't say the words because of her overwhelming embarrassment, and he couldn't say the words because he never thought he would ever be worthy of saying those words, so had to express it in a different way. It has been a journey these last 3 seasons. I said that I needed there to be some level of conclusiveness to them admitting their feelings to each other, and that would determine my final rating for this show. We got that, and we got so much more. And these dorks they have taken a great step into what will hopefully be a wonderful, wonderful relationship with each other, especially since we now know she's going to go to Stanford with them, under the recommendation that he was able to get as his second recommendation for the vice president. So saying that this show is a 10 out of 10 or putting a rating on this show, you know, it's so hard to really put a rating. It is obviously for Mal purposes and for all rating board purposes a 10 out of 10 show. And this was the deal. 10 out of 10 season. 20 out of 10 season, quite frankly. You know, obviously I'm fine with how things went with Ishigami and Tsubame. Obviously, there was not a real resolution to their potential romance, but there was dialogue and communication, even though Ishigami was going on the wrong side of his thought. His thoughts were completely in the wrong place because he never realized that he confessed. So, but I love the fact that there was that communication. As soon as they did talk to him, she did pull him to the side, and she was honest with her feelings. And this is what I always like to say to people. If it's a definitive yes, say it's a definitive yes. If it's a definitive no, say it's a definitive no. If you genuinely do need more time to kind of think about it, but you want to kind of grow to get to know a person, which in their case is it might, you know, be an ideal situation, go on a few dates, see how the chemistry is, and then make a decision from there. I'm perfectly fine with that. And that's where it looks like it's going to be. She's going to learn more about him, about the chemistry that they have, and then ultimately a decision will be made if it's better for them to be a couple or just to remain good friends. Either way, I liked how that was kind of handled, and it led into our ultimate confession that we've been waiting for many years and 3 seasons. It happened, guys, and the holding of the hands at the end was confirmed. This is what I wanted from this season. This is what many of you wanted. Outside of the comedy, outside of the dynamics of Mysterious Chica, outside of all the jokes, outside of the rapping we've had, outside of the gazing in the stars that we had in the second season, all of this led to this monumental moment in time, and I am just glad that we were alive to watch this. And that's literally how special the Kaguya-sama series is to so many people, and it's definitely how special the series is to me. So I'm so proud of this season and what has happened, and I'm glad that we got the confession. And now it looks like they are more or less a thing now. So I'm just smiling. I'm internally smiling. Today, and I have to say I'm glad that this episode came out today. For those that may or may not know, today is a really rough day in the United States. Prior to these reactions, we found out that our Supreme Court did something really terrible. That's going to hurt a lot of people in the United States. And so going into the reactions today, I will admit, you know, it's been a depressing day to be a U.S. citizen. And it's stuff like this. This is why I love anime. This is why I watch anime, because it helps be able to kind of bring a little bit of smile, a little bit of laughter and joy to what would otherwise have been a really miserable day. And I'm just glad we got this. I'm glad that this episode, in timing with what's happened in the country today, that this episode came out today. Because I needed this smile. I needed my face to literally be just completely turned in a crazy way. And I'm just so happy for Miyuki and Kaguya. I really am. So thank you so much, guys, for watching this reaction. Thank you so much for watching any of the reactions to this season. I hope you guys got everything you wanted out of this 3rd season, and much more. And I hope you all enjoyed the confession as much as I did. So with that said, this sadly concludes my reaction to the final season. I mean, not the final season, Lord have mercy, no, because actually, no, can't say that, because I did see the next adaptation for the series has been announced. So the anime is continuing, and I hope you guys look forward to that as much as I do. But alas, this is the conclusion of the season finale reaction to the 3rd season of Kaguya-sama Love is War Ultra Romantic. Thank you so much for watching. If you did like the reaction, please consider liking and subscribing to the channel. And if you want to be one of the first to be notified when new reactions become available for other shows, hit the bell icon. So with that said, it has been a joy. It's been a pleasure. Thank you so much for watching, guys. And until the next season of Kaguya-sama Love is War, catch you later.